learn the rules, we break them like an artist. That is the CMC tribe. And we learned how to make classrooms, so we, threw the concept of classrooms out of the window. And what we're trying to create here is ecosystems. Ecosystems of advertising, ecosystems of journalism, and probably exchange synergies together and try to build something new. That is one. We came up and understood the concept of professors and threw it out of the window. So what we now have is facilitators. We have facilitators who work together, combine synergies, and create things together. So all those who have chosen to be a part of CMC Tribe, congratulations for making the decision. Those who are not around, make sure you join the tribe soon. And with that, I would also like to thank everyone who has supported us, especially Akhil Sir and Maya Ma'am, for believing in our vision and letting us do what we want to do. Thank you. And with that, we officially open this campus for you. To understand the culture better, you can just move around. So these are my friends, Gunika and Shweta. They have been see all the colors, all the designs which you see have been their choices. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Gunika, any further deals you get, we need to get a little commission for. Okay, so we're down to the last vote of thanks. There's a guy who I've known for what, 5 years now? He's the biggest foodie I know. So the thing is that my wife, she sends me these healthy dabbas every lunchtime, right? And like there's turi or there's dal or there's something basic. And this guy walks in my cabin every second day and he looks and says, he has this look of sorrow on his face. Right? He said, like, you're eating that. Yeah? Like, sometimes, and don't tell my family, he brings biryani for me, he brings stuff, he brings anyway, so besides his obvious, let's say his obvious skill set in food, I've known Joyanto for like, I think more than 5 years now, right? And what is interesting is that when we started Thadomal Shahani and the Shahani group for Thadomal Shahani Center for Management and CMC and all the other initiatives, we said we want to create a new style of education. I mean, education is not education where somebody, the sage on the stage, a guy standing on top, talking down to the students. What we want to do is create a guide by the side. Not a sage on the stage, a guide by the side. That means somebody who facilitates the learning of the kids, right? Now, when we started our institute, the issue that we had, we couldn't find anyone in the academic community who understood what we were trying to do. Everybody was going through the same old model of, okay, let me just teach through lecture, let me do PowerPoint. My method of technology is better quality PowerPoint, that's it, but nothing different. It's still the same old, you'd recognize teaching as it was 100 years ago. Joyanto was the first guy I knew who actually understood what education is going to be in the 21st century, that education is not teaching. Education is enabling the child to learn and to learn what they want to be, discover who they want to be, and we give them the tools to be the most successful, whether in media, management, real estate, finance, any career that they want, entrepreneurship. So we were trying, so I was actually trying to get Joyanto to join us quite painfully. Ram had actually introduced me to Joy, and Joy's actually had an interesting past. I won't get into it, you can read it on the profile. But what is interesting is that when we finally got him to join us full-time 2 years ago, he was the dean of a media school earlier, who I won't mention, but which people may forget. But what is interesting is that when he announced on Facebook that I'm leaving this media school and joining this new entity, there was almost like, I think, what, 1,000 plus phone saying, crying, tusi na ja, stuff like that. Such an outpouring of love. We must have it. So the thing is that such an outpouring of joy. But the thing is, if you look at ultimately who is an academician, who is an educator, someone who's a mentor, someone who makes kids understand what they are, and that is what Joy is. He basically enables kids to understand what they are, what they want to be, and he sort of guides them and holds their hand and learns along with them as he goes along. So Joy, vote of thanks.
We have officially broken the Instagram in the first place.
Congratulations.
And it had to be a Bengali photo. Apologies. And I owe you 7 biryanis.
You do.
Well, first thing is like, thank you boss for that. And The idea today was to gather around to unveil the second thought. We have an amazing management college, now we have an amazing media college, and everything needs its own color. And someone asked, why black and white? Well, what can be cooler than black and white? Absolutely in the face, absolutely either black or white. So on that, we didn't want to take up much time because this whole institute is going to speak to you today. The students are waiting, we have a lot of work around, we have a lot of activities lined up for you. Our vote of thanks is picture abhi baki hai mere dost. Thank you for coming down here. Thank you for making CMC's unveiling one of the best ones. We have amazing food lined up. We have amazing activities lined up. I think so. That's the first thing. And plus, one thing we've started today.
Biryani, yeah?
I can order it still. One thing we've started today is Bombay's or probably India's first official comic library. The idea was we're going away from comics. This generation has gone away from comics. We are the generation which is there. We already have around 700 comics collected. We're going for a record of 20,000 comics by the end of December, which should be a Limca record. I hope you can support our students for this because bringing back comics into their life. I'm sure all of us have been affected by comics in one way or the other, from Inderjal to Archie's to the works. If you bring it back to these kids, it's going to be a big world for them. So on that note, I just say welcome to Thadomal Center for Media Communication.